Hello, and welcome to Whispered Tales, where ancient myths come to life, and we explore the timeless stories of gods, mortals, and the mysteries of the heart. Tonight, we venture into the world of Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, whose presence brings warmth, allure, and inspiration to all who encounter her. Imagine a goddess born from the sea, rising from the waves in a vision of dazzling beauty, a force so powerful that it shaped the hearts of both gods and mortals. Aphrodite's story is one of passion and enchantment, of forbidden loves and secret encounters, a tale as captivating as the goddess herself. She is the embodiment of desire and grace, a divine being whose very presence could spark joy, kindle romance, or inspire the soul. In this journey, we'll explore the secrets of Aphrodite's life, from her unexpected marriage and her forbidden love, to the gifts she bestowed upon humanity and the eternal legacy she left behind. Settle in, close your eyes, and let the whispers of the gods guide you through the enchanting tale of Aphrodite. If you enjoy these timeless stories, remember to follow Whispered Tales for more journeys into the world of myth and legend. Now, let's begin our story of Aphrodite, the goddess who taught the world to love and to cherish beauty. In the dawn of time, when the cosmos was still young and the boundaries between sky, sea, and earth were fluid and mystical, a divine force stirred within the depths of the sea. Amidst the clash of gods and titans, as Kronos overthrew his father Uranus, fragments of the heavens fell into the ocean, sinking into the deep, dark waters. From these scattered pieces of ancient power, a miracle began to take shape. Slowly, from the foamy waves of the sea, a radiant figure emerged, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, born from the very essence of nature itself. She rose from the waters like the first light of dawn, her presence glowing with an ethereal beauty that seemed to fill the world with warmth. Her golden hair shimmered like sunlight upon the waves, and her skin, delicate and luminous, embodied the pure grace of the divine. The ocean's calm ripples seemed to celebrate her arrival, captivated by her enchanting presence. As Aphrodite floated upon the surface of the water, cradled by a seashell, droplets of sparkling foam surrounded her, each one glistening like stars in the night sky. With every graceful movement, the sea responded, the waves whispering in awe, and the winds carrying a soft melody that seemed to welcome her to the world. Nature itself held its breath, spellbound by her beauty, as if the earth and heavens both knew that a new power had entered, one that would forever change the course of love and desire. And so, from the frothy depths of the Aegean Sea, Aphrodite rose, bringing with her the first taste of true beauty, the essence of love. Flowers blossomed on the shores in her wake, seas grew calm, and even the sky seemed to brighten with her arrival, sparkling with stars that mirrored her radiance. This was the birth of Aphrodite, a goddess whose presence would infuse the world with endless charm, whose beauty would inspire gods and mortals alike, and whose touch would leave the earth forever enchanted. Aphrodite emerged from the waves, her feet barely grazing the ocean's surface as she stood upon a delicate seashell, a gift from the depths that cradled her like a throne. As she rose, the world seemed to awaken to her presence, each ripple in the water sparkling with newfound light, as if the sea itself was enchanted by the beauty it had brought forth. The gentle foam swirled around her, forming a shimmering veil that mirrored the colors of the sky at dawn, soft pinks, golds, and blues swirling in harmony around her radiant form. As she drifted closer to the shore, her gaze fell upon the world with a tenderness and grace unlike any seen before. Flowers began to bloom along the coast, their petals unfurling to greet her, spreading a fragrance that mingled with the salty ocean air. The birds overhead, caught in the charm of her beauty, fell silent, gliding in graceful arcs as if paying tribute to the goddess of love and beauty. Her mere presence turned the ordinary into the extraordinary, casting a spell of allure over everything in her sight. The winds, gentle and warm, wove through her golden hair, carrying with them whispers of admiration and awe. The waves stilled, and nature seemed to pause, every element of the world holding its breath to marvel at this vision of divine elegance. Aphrodite, with her soft smile and serene gaze, radiated an energy that spoke of love, desire, and a beauty so profound it transcended mortal understanding. Upon reaching the shore, Aphrodite stepped onto the land, her feet barely touching the earth as flowers sprang to life beneath her. Wherever she walked, blossoms appeared, as if the very ground celebrated her arrival. Her presence filled the air with a warmth and vitality that resonated with the heartbeat of nature itself, casting a spell of enchantment over gods and mortals alike. This was Aphrodite's first gift to the world, a reminder that beauty, in its purest form, could inspire awe, love, and desire. And as the sea closed behind her, it was said that even the gods themselves were left breathless by the sight of the goddess, whose charm and allure would forever shape the hearts and dreams of all who gazed upon her. When Aphrodite arrived on Olympus, her beauty caused an immediate stir among the gods. Her presence was like a rare, captivating fragrance that filled the heavenly realm, leaving every deity entranced. They had seen beauty before, each god and goddess possessed a radiance all their own, but Aphrodite's allure was unlike anything they had ever known. She seemed to carry within her the very essence of love and desire, a charm that could soften even the sternest of hearts. As she stepped onto Olympus, every eye turned to her. Hera, regal and composed, felt a pang of awe and a whisper of envy as she watched the young goddess approach. Athena, the wise and battle-hardened goddess, could not help but admire the serenity that seemed to radiate from Aphrodite's every move, a calmness that was both powerful and enchanting. Even Artemis, goddess of the hunt and the wild, found herself captivated, momentarily forgetting her resistance to the charms of beauty and love. Zeus, the king of the gods, observed her with a mixture of fascination and respect. He recognized the potential power that Aphrodite wielded, the ability to influence emotions, to inspire devotion, and to bring harmony or discord with the merest glance. Understanding her unique strength, Zeus welcomed her warmly, offering her a place among the gods and acknowledging her as the goddess of love, beauty, and desire. Yet, Aphrodite's beauty was more than just a vision. It was a force, an energy that flowed from her and affected all who beheld her. In her presence, the gods felt an overwhelming sense of awe, a feeling they rarely experienced. Some felt admiration, others envy, but all understood that Aphrodite's arrival had brought something profoundly new and essential to Olympus, a power that could sway the hearts of gods and mortals alike. And so, Aphrodite took her place on Olympus, her beauty and grace altering the very fabric of the divine realm. Her laughter was like music, her gaze a gentle balm, and her presence a reminder that even in the world of gods, love and beauty held a power that rivaled the mightiest forces. In the days that followed, her influence would spread throughout Olympus, touching each god in ways they would never forget, weaving love, desire, and allure into the very essence of their immortal lives. As Aphrodite settled into her place among the gods, she quickly became a figure of fascination and influence. Her charm and grace enchanted Olympus, drawing admiration and attention from all, but her presence also subtly shifted the dynamics among the deities. Though each god and goddess held their own domain, Aphrodite's beauty and allure transcended boundaries, affecting gods who typically valued strength, wisdom, or loyalty above all else. Hera, queen of the gods, felt both admiration and rivalry. Known for her regal beauty and devotion to her role as Zeus's wife, she saw in Aphrodite a younger, captivating force that commanded attention without effort. Despite her occasional jealousy, Hera respected Aphrodite's power, understanding that love and desire had a way of binding hearts, even in the world of gods. The two would share a complex relationship, filled with moments of both admiration and tension. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, was perhaps the most perplexed by Aphrodite's role. Athena valued logic, strategy, and reason, yet in Aphrodite's presence, she sensed an unspoken truth that beauty and love could influence hearts and minds as effectively as wisdom. Though their approaches differed, Athena grew to understand that Aphrodite's gifts held their own kind of strength, a force that could unite or divide just as battles could. Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and wild nature, who valued independence and avoided the snares of love, initially resisted Aphrodite's charm. Yet even she found herself affected by Aphrodite's presence, witnessing the harmony that love could bring to the natural world. Aphrodite's influence subtly reminded Artemis that beauty and love were part of nature's cycles, a quiet but powerful aspect of life that complemented her own connection to the wilderness. Aphrodite's arrival on Olympus brought both harmony and discord. Her charm affected every god and goddess, softening rivalries, inspiring alliances, and even sparking newfound affections. Her presence reminded the gods that beauty and love were as potent as strength and wisdom, and that the heart's desires could influence even the most logical of minds. In this way, Aphrodite became not only a goddess of love and beauty but the very heart of Olympus, a presence that bound the divine realm together through desire, enchantment, and allure. Through her role, Aphrodite reminded the gods that love, in all its forms, was a force as timeless and powerful as the cosmos itself. And so, with each passing day, her influence grew, shaping Olympus in ways that only a goddess of love and beauty could. In an unexpected twist of fate, Aphrodite found herself promised in marriage to Hephaestus, the god of fire and craftsmanship. Known for his skill in forging and shaping divine tools and treasures, Hephaestus was a master artisan, yet he was unlike the other gods in appearance and demeanor. While many saw him as humble and reserved, Hephaestus held a quiet strength, his hands creating wonders from raw elements, his heart filled with a deep but unspoken longing. Zeus, ever wise and cautious of Aphrodite's powerful allure, decided that Hephaestus, with his steady nature and devotion to his craft, would be the ideal husband to balance her captivating presence. And so, a marriage was arranged between them, a union that surprised many, for Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, seemed a world apart from the solemn, work-focused Hephaestus. On the day of their wedding, the halls of Olympus glittered with divine splendor. Yet despite the festivities, there was a sense of restraint in Aphrodite's gaze. She wore her customary grace, but her heart felt distant from the bond she was about to enter. Hephaestus, while devoted and sincere, knew that his love for Aphrodite might not be returned. Nevertheless, he accepted the marriage with humility, hoping that his loyalty and care might win her heart in time. As husband and wife, their relationship was one of contrasts. Aphrodite, radiant and lively, was drawn to the finer pleasures, the beauty of life's moments, while Hephaestus spent his days within his forge, shaping creations of iron and flame, content in his solitude. While Hephaestus admired her from afar, crafting beautiful ornaments and jewels as tokens of his affection, Aphrodite's heart often wandered, feeling unfulfilled in a marriage that, to her, felt like a cage. Though their union lacked the romance and passion one might expect of the goddess of love, it symbolized a balance within Olympus, a reminder that even beauty and charm could be tempered by patience and resilience. Hephaestus, in his gentle devotion, accepted Aphrodite as she was, knowing that her spirit could not be contained. And so, theirs was a marriage filled with contrasts, a union that spoke to the complexities of love and loyalty, even among gods. Despite her marriage to Hephaestus, Aphrodite's heart found itself drawn to another, a god whose nature was as fierce and passionate as her own. Ares, the god of war, embodied raw energy, impulsiveness, and a fiery spirit that Aphrodite could not resist. Where Hephaestus was calm and methodical, Ares was wild and unpredictable, a force of nature that matched her own intensity. The two shared an undeniable attraction, a magnetic pull that brought them together in secret. Aphrodite and Ares would meet under the cover of darkness, their passion hidden from the prying eyes of Olympus. In each other, they found a freedom and excitement that defied the constraints of their roles and expectations. Their encounters were filled with laughter, whispered promises, and stolen glances, as if the very act of secrecy made their love burn brighter. Together, they felt alive in a way that transcended the limits of duty and arrangement, and their connection was one of shared intensity and mutual desire. Yet, their love could not remain hidden forever. One day, Helios, the all-seeing sun god, witnessed their tryst and reported it to Hephaestus. Filled with heartbreak and anger, Hephaestus devised a clever plan to catch them in the act. Using his unparalleled skill, he crafted an unbreakable golden net, fine as silk yet stronger than any force. He set the trap within Aphrodite's chamber, lying in wait to expose the affair to all of Olympus. When Ares and Aphrodite next met, the net fell upon them, ensnaring them in an unyielding embrace. Hephaestus summoned the gods, who arrived to witness the lovers trapped in their shame. Yet, even in their entrapment, Aphrodite and Ares held a defiant beauty, their love too fierce to be diminished by mockery or judgment. The gods looked on with a mix of amusement and awe, aware that even divine rules could not suppress the power of love and desire. After their release, Aphrodite and Ares continued to meet, their bond undiminished by Hephaestus's trap. Though their love was forbidden, it was a testament to Aphrodite's unrestrained nature and her refusal to be bound by duty alone. Through her affair with Ares, she embodied the complex, untamed force of love, a power that could inspire, defy, and transcend the limitations set by even the gods themselves. One of the most legendary tales of Aphrodite's influence on mortals began with a simple yet fateful promise. In a moment that would ripple through history, Aphrodite found herself entangled in a divine dispute, a contest of beauty between herself, Hera, and Athena. Zeus, unwilling to judge the competition himself, appointed Paris, a mortal prince of Troy, to decide which of the three goddesses was the fairest. Each goddess offered Paris a gift in exchange for his favor, but it was Aphrodite's promise that captured his heart. Aphrodite, knowing the depths of desire and the power of love, offered Paris the most beautiful woman in the world as his bride. She promised him Helen of Sparta, whose beauty was renowned throughout the lands. Captivated by the allure of such a gift, Paris awarded the golden apple to Aphrodite, naming her the fairest of them all. Yet this choice, driven by love and desire, would come at a great cost. True to her word, Aphrodite enchanted Helen's heart, leading her to abandon her husband, King Menelaus of Sparta, and sail with Paris to Troy. This act ignited a chain of events that plunged both gods and mortals into turmoil, sparking the epic Trojan War. The passion Aphrodite kindled between Paris and Helen became a catalyst for a conflict that would last a decade, testing the courage and loyalty of heroes and gods alike. Aphrodite, unwavering in her support of Paris, guided and protected him throughout the war, standing by him as both lover and ally. She fought alongside him in spirit, her presence felt in every battle, as she shielded him from danger and inspired him with the promise of love's enduring power. Yet, her involvement also drew the ire of other gods, including Hera and Athena, who sided with the Greeks and opposed Aphrodite's influence. Through this tale, Aphrodite's role in mortal lives became clear. She was a goddess who would not shy away from her promises, even when they led to ruin or conflict. Her gift of love, powerful and uncontrollable, was a force that could unite as much as it could divide, a reminder that passion and beauty held both light and shadow. And as the war raged on, Aphrodite's choice to bestow love upon Paris and Helen became one of her most lasting legacies, a symbol of love's ability to inspire devotion, defy boundaries, and, at times, ignite the flames of destiny. Though Aphrodite was a goddess among gods, her heart often turned toward the mortal realm, where she found love and companionship with those whose lives were fleeting yet passionate. Among her most cherished mortal lovers was Adonis, a young man of extraordinary beauty, whose very presence seemed to mirror the natural world's vitality. Aphrodite was captivated by him, drawn to his innocence and his connection to nature, and she vowed to protect him from harm. Aphrodite's love for Adonis was deep and genuine, an affection that surpassed the boundaries between mortal and divine. She would descend to the earth to be by his side, wandering through forests and meadows together, reveling in the simple beauty of life. However, her love for Adonis was destined to be marred by tragedy. One day, while hunting alone, Adonis was fatally wounded by a wild boar. Aphrodite, sensing his pain, rushed to his side, but it was too late. Grief-stricken, she mourned his death, her tears mingling with his blood to create the anemone flower, a symbol of both love and loss. Adonis's story became a testament to Aphrodite's deep connection to mortals and the fragile beauty of life, embodying the heartbreak of love lost too soon. Aphrodite's affection for mortals was not limited to fleeting moments of beauty and passion. She also had a profound relationship with Anchises, a humble shepherd who caught her eye with his gentle spirit and rugged charm. Disguising herself as a mortal maiden, Aphrodite appeared to Anchises, and together they shared a night of passion under the stars. From their union came a son, Aeneas, a hero who would go on to play a pivotal role in the founding myth of Rome. Through her love for Anchises, Aphrodite's legacy lived on in the mortal world, shaping the destiny of empires and embedding her influence within the annals of history. Through her love for both Adonis and Anchises, Aphrodite demonstrated that her devotion was not bound by immortality or status. She experienced the joys and sorrows of love, just as mortals did, sharing in their fleeting moments and leaving traces of her presence in the flowers that bloomed and the heroes who rose to greatness. Her mortal lovers reminded the world that Aphrodite's love was not only a force of divine allure, but also a tender connection to the transient beauty of human life, a love that transcended realms and endured in the hearts of mortals forever. Aphrodite's influence extended beyond the hearts of gods and mortals. She was deeply woven into the very fabric of nature itself. Wherever she walked, flowers bloomed and vines curled, embracing the land with color and fragrance. Her presence was a promise of life, a breath of renewal that heralded the arrival of spring. When Aphrodite appeared, it was as if the earth responded to her beauty, awakening from slumber, eager to mirror her grace and vitality. In the meadows and forests, Aphrodite's touch could be seen in the blossoms of wild roses, lilies, and violets. Birds sang more sweetly, rivers sparkled with a new clarity, and the gentle winds carried the scent of freshly bloomed flowers, all as an homage to the goddess of love and beauty. She was more than just an observer of nature, she was its muse, inspiring the earth to bring forth its most enchanting gifts. When mortals beheld the first blooms of spring, they saw Aphrodite's hand in every petal, her spirit in every soft breeze that rustled the leaves. Gardens dedicated to her flourished with vibrant colors, and her followers would decorate altars with fresh flowers, each blossom a tribute to the goddess who brought warmth and life after the chill of winter. Through her connection to nature, Aphrodite reminded mortals of the delicate balance between love and growth, beauty and resilience. She was the spirit of spring itself, a goddess who infused the world with the gentle magic of renewal. Her presence was a reminder that love, like the earth, could bring forth life in the most unexpected places, filling even the coldest hearts with the promise of warmth and beauty. Aphrodite's power over love and beauty was not limited to the divine. Her influence reached deep into the hearts of mortals, shaping their desires, inspiring their passions, and teaching them the art of attraction. She was the goddess who taught humanity that love was a force as powerful as any weapon, as transformative as any spell. Through her, mortals learned to appreciate the beauty around them, to find joy in the allure of a kind smile, a gentle touch, or a shared gaze. Aphrodite's temples were adorned with offerings from those who sought her blessings in matters of the heart. Lovers would whisper her name, asking for her favor, hoping to win the affection of those they admired. Artists, poets, and musicians often invoked Aphrodite's grace, believing that her presence would enhance their creations, filling their work with a charm that could touch even the coldest soul. She inspired beauty not only in the physical sense, but also in the ways people expressed their love, through gestures, words, and acts of kindness. Her influence extended into the realm of relationships, guiding mortals in the subtleties of attraction and the complexities of love. She was the spark behind a lover's first glance, the courage to speak a heart's truth, and the thrill of shared affection. Aphrodite taught that beauty was not solely in appearance but in the spirit, in the way one brought light and joy to others. Through her guidance, Aphrodite reminded humanity that love was both fragile and resilient, capable of transforming lives and bridging the vastest distances. Her teachings encouraged mortals to see love as a gift and beauty as a bond that connects hearts. In every embrace, every whispered promise, and every heartfelt gift, Aphrodite's spirit lingered, a reminder of her lasting legacy on the world of mortals. Thus, Aphrodite's influence transcended time, leaving an indelible mark on the way humans understood and cherished love. She was not only the goddess of beauty and desire, but also a timeless force that inspired generations to seek, nurture, and celebrate the power of love in all its forms. Throughout ancient Greece, Aphrodite's presence was felt not only in the hearts of her followers, but also in the sanctuaries and temples built in her honor. These places of worship, adorned with flowers, statues, and precious offerings, were dedicated to the goddess of love and beauty. Here, mortals would come to pay homage, seeking her blessings for matters of the heart, fertility, and personal charm. Aphrodite's temples became centers of celebration, where rituals were performed to honor her, and festivals held to celebrate the joy she brought to the world. One of her most famous sanctuaries was the Temple of Aphrodite at Paphos in Cyprus, the very island where she was said to have risen from the sea. Pilgrims would journey from far and wide to leave offerings, fragrant oils, beautiful garments, and intricate jewelry as tokens of their devotion. Many would also place flowers, believing that Aphrodite's spirit thrived among the blossoms just as her love flourished in the hearts of mortals. In her temples, priestesses of Aphrodite would lead ceremonies filled with music, dance, and poetry, each element meant to honor the goddess and invite her presence. Worshippers prayed for Aphrodite's guidance in their romantic pursuits, asking for her favor in love and relationships, as well as for beauty and fertility. Some even sought her help in mending broken hearts or rekindling the flames of lost love, trusting in her power to bring harmony and passion into their lives. Aphrodite's festivals were moments of joy and splendor, celebrations of beauty, allure, and the pleasures of life. The Anathea, held in her honor, brought communities together to celebrate the abundance of love, with feasts, dances, and games that embodied the goddess's spirit. Through these rituals and gatherings, Aphrodite's followers found a way to connect not only with the goddess but also with each other, sharing in the universal experience of love. Through her worship, Aphrodite left a legacy that transcended time, her influence felt in each heart that sought her blessings. Her temples stood as reminders of the power of love and beauty, inviting mortals to celebrate the magic of connection, attraction, and the delicate art of the heart. In honoring her, humanity found a divine ally in their search for love, and her temples became sanctuaries where all could come to be touched by the goddess's grace. Aphrodite's influence extended far beyond ancient Greece, leaving a legacy that has inspired cultures, art, and poetry for millennia. As the embodiment of love and beauty, she became a timeless symbol, a goddess whose essence resonated through generations and across lands. From the grand statues and frescoes that adorn temples and palaces to the delicate carvings and jewelry crafted in her honor, Aphrodite's image became a beacon of admiration and devotion. Artists found endless inspiration in her form, depicting Aphrodite in marble, bronze, and paint, capturing the elegance and allure that symbolize both divine beauty and human desire. Poets wove her name into verses, drawing on her power to express the passions of the heart, the ache of longing, and the ecstasy of love. Her stories were told and retold, passed down through myths and legends, each one celebrating the goddess who taught the world to cherish beauty, to embrace love, and to seek harmony. Aphrodite's teachings became embedded in human culture, reminding people that beauty was not merely a physical trait but in essence, a way of bringing light into the lives of others. Her legacy encouraged mortals to find joy in life's fleeting moments, to seek out connections that nourished their souls, and to celebrate the bonds that tied them together. In every embrace, every passionate glance, and every kind word, Aphrodite's spirit lingered, a reminder of the divine love that touched all hearts. Through the ages, her influence shaped not only art and literature, but also the way societies understood and valued love. She became a symbol of resilience in relationships, of the courage it takes to love fully, and of the strength found in beauty's delicate grace. The rituals, festivals, and offerings dedicated to her evolved, yet her presence remained alive in each act of love and each expression of beauty, echoing her timeless message. Aphrodite's legacy lives on, reminding us that love and beauty are forces that transcend time, that reach beyond the divine to touch every heart. She remains the goddess who inspires humans to seek, to cherish, and to celebrate love in all its forms, a force that binds us to one another, across boundaries and through centuries, in the shared journey of the heart. And so, we come to the end of our journey through the timeless tale of Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Her story, woven into the hearts of mortals and immortals alike, reminds us of the power of love, a force that transcends time, uniting hearts, inspiring artists, and leaving a legacy of grace and allure. Aphrodite's presence lives on in every whispered promise, every shared glance, and every act of kindness, a reminder that beauty is not just seen but felt, a gift that touches the soul. From the shores where she rose from the foam to the temples adorned with offerings, Aphrodite's influence remains a divine thread that binds us to the magic of connection and the art of love. She teaches us to embrace beauty in all its forms, to nurture the bonds that bring joy and meaning to our lives, and to remember that love, like the seasons, blooms and renews in endless cycles. Thank you for joining Whisper Tales as we explore the legend of Aphrodite. If you wish to hear more stories from the realm of gods and mortals, remember to follow Whisper Tales for journeys into myth and mystery. Until next time, may the grace of Aphrodite fill your heart, and may your days be blessed with beauty, harmony, and endless wonder. Good night.